we present you the AK11600 set, for painting orc skins and any green figure or model. In this set you get 6 shades of green from our 3rd generation of acrylics. Using them, you can finish orc skins and other green creatures, as well as military uniforms and models. As an example, we will work with this baby Yoda in 50mm, from the Draki Miniatures brand. We are first going to prime the figure in black color. For this task, we use the airbrush. We completely cover the figure until we achieve a homogeneous tone. To determine the location of highlights, we use RC004 flat white from the Real Colors range. We airbrush the paint from the direction of light that we wish to simulate. Marking the surfaces with white in this first phase will serve us as a guide to paint the highlights. Now we're going to create the green finish. We begin by airbrushing the color AK11133 dark green. We dilute the paint with 70% water, mixing it directly in the cup. However, it is advised to do this in a paint tray or palette so that the mixture is perfect. We spray thin layers, covering only the least illuminated areas, which we easily notice due to the previous application of white paint. We proceed until we get a solid layer. Next, we mix equal parts of AK11133 dark green and AK11147 olive green. We dilute the mixture again with water to be able to spray it with an airbrush. With this mixture, we will cover only those areas where the light falls on, as determined previously. By overlapping this layer with the previous one, a perfect gradient is created. At this stage, we paint the eyes and continue the work with a brush. We prepare the wet palette, placing the colors that we will use, AK11147 olive green and AK11139 golden olive. We start with the pure color AK11147 olive green, without mixing it. With this color, we will cover only those areas where the light falls on. Guided by the white paint, we will paint only the general volumes of the face. In this step, we do not deal with details or facial features. We focus only on volumes. The brush stroke should be directed towards the area of stronger light from the area of weaker light. We focus on all the areas that are necessary to highlight the volumes. Now we will begin to enhance the lights. AK11600 golden olive to the mix. Now the fun begins. We illuminate and emphasize all the features, details and lines of expression. In each light rise, we cut the surface to be covered more, trying not to completely overpaint the previous shade. The new paints allow a very smooth and homogeneous layer blending. As always, the brush stroke is directed to the most illuminated area. We proceed, taking care of the transitions. The trick is to make the transitions smooth and in several steps. We add more and more AK11600 to the mix and continue highlighting. Doing this with such pigmented and intense paints brings fantastic results. Do not forget to trim the surface to be covered more and more. The volumes come up automatically and naturally. For the highlights, we do not add white to the mixture, but a yellowish shade. For example 1138 interior yellow. We add it into the mixture. With this color, we highlight the strongest points of illumination on the face. We also emphasize the lines of expression and details. We put the brush strokes much more carefully. We have finished the light work on the figure. We apply the color AK11600 dark green into the wet palette. To darken it, we add a purple and black colors. We mix to get a darker color each time with a very diluted consistency. We paint the areas with the least incidence of light. We move the brush towards the shadow area. Little by little, we observe that the face gains contrast. We repeat as many times as necessary, leaving to dry between layers. The trick here is to work with diluted paint, helping that shadows emerge as we increase the coat of paint. We already have the light and shadow work finished. We only need to continue painting the rest of the parts. And as our protagonist says, do it, or do not, but do not dry. I hope you liked it. See you soon here. Third Generation Acrylics. Evolution Matters by AK.